Today on the channel from McFarlane Toys and the Spawn line, we've got hot off the truck, Sinn.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another McFarlane Toys Spawn unboxing and review. And today on the channel, hot off the truck, we've got Sinn. But for all your Sinn needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items and anything over $59. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And actually, these actually came from Target, as I did pre-order multiple places, and I guess Target delivered first. So there you go. Had to cancel some other pre-orders on these. But you guys know I'm an OG Spawn fan from back in the day. However, not super familiar with this Sinn character here, as I believe this is Cain from the old Cain and Abel stories. Of course, a friend of Malebolgia back in the day. What else do I know about this guy? I think he was friends with Malebolgia, and then he helped out some of the spawns. And then apparently he has changed his name to Sinn. He's a new character, and we're off to the races with something new. Now, not super familiar. This is fairly recent in the modern comic books of Spawn, not the old 90s, early 2000s maybe when I was reading the Spawn comic. But definitely an interesting looking character, and something caught my eye immediately of some comparisons, and we'll talk about that later on in this video. But of course, we're going to do this video like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And an interesting take on the Spawn line, putting a newer character in the line instead of some old favorites. Where's our old friend Tremor? Where's Malebolgia? Let's get some of those big heavy hitters. I'm sure they'll probably all come in time, and you got to mix it up. I understand. I get it. But Sinn wouldn't be at the top of my list since I'd never heard of him until they announced this figure. So it is what it is. But if you're a hardcore Spawn fan, you're probably enjoying this one. Always do enjoy the packaging on the Spawn figures. That Spawn logo, so iconic, especially if you're an OG Spawn fan like myself, but looks really good there. You got the red kind of border, kind of a bloody border there. Love the background, love the staging of the figure in the old plastic prison. Always looks really good there. What is it, 14 and up? No 13-year-olds, don't be touching this. McFarlane Toys, of course. On the side, you got Spawn. On this side, a little glamour shot of Sinn doing very sinful things. Sin after sin, like a young Judas Priest in the 70s. Is what we're seeing right there. On the back, big artwork there. No blurb, no nothing. That is one thing I do not like about these McFarlane Toys figures. There's no blurb, nothing on the back. Not even a cross-sell back here. At least with the DC figures, we get a card to tell you a little bit about some stuff, but really lacking for me, at least. For me, maybe you're different. Your mileage may vary, of course, as we always do say. Got that nice ectoplasm. Ectoplasm? Necroplasm? Plasm. Love the plasm. Can I get this out? Can I get the stand? I need the Spawn stand. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. A little spin on it. Get the old Spawn. Oh, rookie. See you later. Goodbye. Of course, we've seen these stands before. They do say Spawn on them. Always good to get a stand with our figures. We know how that goes. Always got a little PTSD when I'm diving into my Spawn figures. Never forget the Omega Spawn. There's old Sinn locked up in the package. I think sometimes some of these twist ties are a little tighter than they really need to be. And there is a ton of twist ties on this one. We're tying down the effects. We're tying down the figure. We're just tying it all down right here, and I'm going to cut my finger off probably in the process. Hopefully not, but some of you guys and gals may enjoy that. A little blood in an unboxing, that's a true unboxing there if you got some blood with it. But we're going to get Sinn out of the package, and of course, like I was saying earlier, Sinn is a character that's been around. He kind of teamed up with Malebolgia, and then he trained some other spawns over the years. A spawn trainer maybe, something like that. But now apparently he's this new character called Sinn, and I don't know, he's coming for everybody. And there is that kind of, I think when he was announced, they showed that cover artwork. It was very much like X-Men #1 with Magneto. Very nice take on that, and I don't think he has magnet powers, but I think that's what they were going for, kind of a Magneto feel there. My goodness, this guy is locked in, though. They don't want him going anywhere. They said, you know, we're almost going to get these to NECA proportions, or we got to take it offline for the unboxing. Might almost have to. Let's see, are we there? Are we there yet? Are we there? My goodness. Come on, then you got the cage. You got to, throwing things around. My goodness. See you later. Twist ties everywhere. Effect pieces everywhere. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? I'm surprised I didn't break the figure on my own. Of course, Omega Spawn. See you later. Not my fault, but this maybe have been my fault if I would have dropped it. But there you go. All right, we got everything going on. Let's take a look. Let's dive in. Let's look at some Sinn right here. We got some effect pieces. Got a little stand effect pieces. We saw this with, gosh, what was the one? A Haunt? Was it Haunt? I think Haunt had a thing like this, but it's nice clear, nice bluish clear color there. Nice kind of flames, I guess we'll call it for lack of better terms. You got the stand right there. Always do like that. Then we got an effect piece for the hand. Put that over his hand if need be. Looking really good right there. So we get 2 effect pieces. No extra hands, no extra heads, nothing else with Sinn. Feeling a little bit kind of plain Jane here, got to be honest. It feels just like a normal DC McFarlane toy, really, at the end of the day. About same scale, no big extra features, anything like that. And the price point a little bit higher than your everyday DC McFarlane figure. However, we've seen with the Spawn line a lot of clearance, a lot of deals to be had. Have to imagine Sinn will be in that because, let's be honest, Sinn isn't one that's going to resonate with the general public like a regular Spawn figure would, for instance, there. But definitely an interesting one. And I did say this immediately reminded me of something else, and I did grab that figure here. DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys Lex Luthor in the old power suit. I think this is like $5 on Entertainment Earth right now. Got to get a deal. But definitely it gives me some Lex Luthor vibes in the costume, everything else. A little bit different to dangle around legalities, I think. But wanted to point that out as it did really remind me of that. But an interesting color. I always loved the green and black attack. Of course, Oakland A's road colors for a while. We all know that. Sinn, a huge fan of the Oakland A's. I believe he was a big Dave Parker guy. Yes, Dave Parker. He loved Dave Parker back in the day. Shout out to Dave Parker. Rest in peace, Dave Parker. I believe he passed away. I'm pretty sure he did a couple years ago. But definitely Sinn's got a good look to him. I like the kind of old man gray goatee, but the sinister look, the bushy gray eyebrows against the dark skin, the black skin of Sinn here looks really good. That really does pop. I think it's a really good head sculpt here. I like it a whole lot. And he's got his power suit going on, very Lex Luthor-esque. You got the green color, kind of the dark forest green, and then you got some neon green little buttons throughout that really add to the whole presence there. You got some kind of armor on the side, more on some armor forearm guards, and then you get these bright silver chrome-like hands. I think that is really cool as well, really adds to the whole experience. Then he's got these 2 chains on the side. Not sure about those chains. I think that would get annoying and would weigh you down. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And it's weird that he's got such a futuristic suit, and then he's got a torn and tattered cape and a torn and tattered skirt going on around him here. So kind of an interesting dynamic there. Kind of old school, medieval type stuff, then futuristic stuff, bringing it together, I guess, in a lot of ways. He just got some nice knee pads going on. He's got some shin guards there like a young Terry Steinbach. And then he just got a little ankle action, a little shoes, it looks like. Not boots or anything like that, but he's got some shoes. Of course, articulation, arm's going to go around, but you are limited by his big shoulder pads there, so you're not going to get the arms all the way around. You do get a back and forth bicep cut, double jointed elbows, hands back forth, side to side. You do get a little hula hoop, just a little hula hoop. You get a little hula hoop in the head as well. Not a ton of movement on that head. You are a little bit limited by his big collar there. Splits, you're limited by his I guess his posability you're limited by, really, but you are limited by some of these chains and stuff like that. So we got some limited articulation there. We do got double jointed knees, extremely tight on those knees. Oh my gosh, then ankles back forth, side to side. And then, of course, that McFarlane toe articulation. It's a must-have. You got to have it right there. But definitely an interesting looking figure. This big cape here, of course, your usual McFarlane plastic cape. Movable here. It's not one of those capes that's as hard as a rock. You got some movability to it. But torn, tattered, brown. Definitely an interesting dynamic for this character. And a character in his new incarnation I know absolutely nothing about. But apparently he is a big threat to the Spawn universe and all the Spawn friends out there everywhere. Let's see how well he fits on this little stand here. It's an interesting stand. Will he fit? Oh my gosh, yes. I don't know, it's weird. He fits on there, but you can't even, I guess maybe you put it to the side? I don't know, but you can't even see it because it's blocked by his cape and stuff. So that's an interesting dynamic there with that little stand. Kind of is what it is. It's just full of Sinn, I guess, at the end of the day. But an interesting figure. By no means am I an expert of this. Maybe you are. Maybe if you are having a deep, you're in the comics, you're reading the comics, you're deep in the Spawn world as we sit currently, you may be all about this. This may be a figure of the year for you. I can just really comment on what I know, what I see of the action figure. and it's okay. It's not going to change your life in the action figure department. It does look cool. It does look unique. It does look different. But it's just not going to be my favorite McFarlane Toys figure of the year or Spawn figure of the year. I just don't resonate it like I would with Malabolgia if they made him one of these days, or a new Violator or something like that. But still cool for what it is. I guess the choice is in your hands whether or not you pick it up or whether you pass. And I guess that's where we get to the question and answer time. Are you going to pick up Sinn? Are you full of Sinn? Are you picking this one up? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day, and then some. Yes, and then some. We've got even more content for you over on Patreon, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, you name it. And best of all, you do support the channel as a Patreon member. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget to hit me up on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Sinn, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.